Hello. It is that time again. That's streaming time. Today we have Death and Taxes, a beurocracy-em-up playing where you play the Grim Reaper, deciding who lives and who dies based on paperwork, I guess. Um, it's very much in the mold of Papers, Please. Ever since that created the beurocracy-em-up genre, which is what I'm going to be calling it. Yahtzee called it that. And if he can't have Spectacle Fighter, he can have beurocracy-em-up. So amusingly, this game has streamer mode, but it's like Twitch name. Well, I don't see how that's very much going to help me stream on YouTube, Mr. Game. It really does feel like any streaming service that's not Twitch just so gets ignored by the gaming community, which is a shame, because I like YouTube streaming so much more. I don't have to worry about losing my VODs. That's important to me. Anyone who wants to stream and create some sort of catalog, to create some sort of index of the things they've done, if they use Twitch, there's extra steps. Sure, you can export it to YouTube, or you could just use YouTube. But anyway, let's get started. Hi, Fate. He's missing his lemons. Well, they really are lemons. Oh, was I supposed to be clicking on the screens too? That's a Beatles reference. Just getting some lemons and getting poked. Getting mad. It's me. Let's be a little snazzy, but I like the default skull.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken.
We got voice acting, boys and girls.
What a momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn. Hang on. Spawn number 88.
So, like, probably a coincidence, right? But, like, 88 is the Nazi number.
I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order. Another ironic one. Great. No. You may call yourself the Grim Reaper, as that is what you are. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region. I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff. As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes. Clear? You misunderstand. The people are already in life-threatening situations. You choose the ones you save, and the ones who you do not. Remember, the fate of the world lies in your hands. Humans march towards the great dive. They always teeter on the precipice.
Oops.
We keep humans from falling off. We establish the equilibrium and keep the chaos in check. For that reason, your actions will have consequences.
You have said the verboten phrase. I probably shouldn't say verboten. You have said the forbidden phrase. Choices, consequences, and choices and actions, and all those. That, I can make the world better. I can make it worse.
If you want to work here, you will have to change the attitude.
I don't want to work here. You made me.
Follow me. I will show you your workplace. One more thing. This will be your...
Oh, I have to play nice for a week.
period. When the week is done, you will be...
Or maybe that's the whole game.
1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
Deus Fax Machina, I like that. Here are the files on humans who are in life-threatening situations within your domain. I'm granting you time to settle in, so no difficult rules and requests as of today. Quota for the day, 1 human has to die. Send me the files by fax after you've made your decision. Good luck on your first day. The agent for the Bureau of Agricultural Espionage has always wanted to be a bodyguard for the president, as they have extensive experience in safeguarding the well-being of crops and other flora. They once even played double agent for 2 contesting potato magnates. What began as constant stargazing as a child turned into a career in astronomy. Zara's main goal is to find asteroids that could potentially hit the planet and alert the asteroid destroyer unit in the military. I mean, that seems pretty cut and dry. You live. And you die. Oh, that's a good fax machine. How do I control this?
What ho, customer! Welcome to Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. As ye may guess,
Fascinating.
I am Mortimer. The Mortimer. The one you may have heard of. The famous, nay, infamous Quartermaster. Why, I was the very pirate king of lore, feared across the world. Even as I have grown most humble with age, I still carry within me glory days. Aye, ye are visiting me ultimate dream, the Emporium. Browse at your will.
Only a noble craftsman can craft an alfenique of this caliber. Exquisite, tasty. No one can deny I have the sweetest possible visage if I wore this. The resonator collates accelerated electromagnetic waves of various frequencies generated by the artificial vibration of eternal recurrence, which travel through the ether, then it blasts them at you. A perfectly regularly sized toy gerbil made out of rubber. Well, I don't have any coins? Can I not go in here? Also, I thought I looked like a Skeeton. Why do I look like not a Skeeton? Why does this control so badly?
Oh, the new Death Spawn. Welcome. How was your first day? Good, good. I understand it may take time to get acclimated. Everyone goes through that phase. Remember, lives are on the line. I see exactly 1 person perished today, as tasked. Did you... To be honest, I gave a simple one to begin with. There was no best choice. sometimes none of the options are good. Not for everyone. Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible. Keep your eye on the letter for future guidelines. And keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Off you go now.
Okay. I hope you found your accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Yeah, sure. Several members of high-ranking politicians, security detail injured, and one dead as fireworks display go awry at public event. Grow news. Big asteroid alerts coming straight at us. One human with an engineering or industrial background has to die. Business as usual. Engineering or industrial, huh? Inspired by playing Space Intruder as a kid, Tamao decided to join the Earth Defense Unit as an astronaut. A dangerous asteroid has been located for the first time after their training, and they must now land on its surface to blow it up. Gerhardt cuts and carves stone blocks out of stone at the local quarry. That's basically it. There's very little else going on in their lives. Their dream is to visit some of the highest mountains in the world and maybe cut a tiny chunk of stone out of one of those too. Another Zara. Zara considers masonry a formidable art, a mixture of intricate design and impressive monumentality. They're convinced that Cosmopolis City needs to construct a proper city wall again. You're out of here. Looks good. How did you, boss?
Grim, how was the second day on the job? Good.
I have to click it.
So, did you follow the rules properly? Great. Yes, everything looks to be in order. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down. Great indeed. We could use more spawns with your attitude. Rest well. You will need it. See you soon.
Kid. A new day dawns. You ought to know the drill by now, but just in case, here's another simple one. No special requests today. Try to follow the rules and choose the appropriate people, then send them to me by fax. Quota for the day: 2 humans have to die. Keep up the good work. Big asteroid successfully blown up. Astronauts return unscathed. Collapse of under construction city wall may leave many injured. Overseer dead. Project cancelled. Wallpapers are the fashion of the now. Get wallpapers now or be lame. Columba is a distinguished war veteran these days, working as a well-regarded passenger airplane pilot. They're happily married and have 5 children. As a hobby, Columba is extremely interested in the history of religious buildings. Kiana enjoys being a mischievous thief. When not snatching small, largely frivolous items, they sing loudly at every single person they meet. They found this to be the best way of solving problems. Leo has been in politics for over 40 years, and in that time they've worked hard on relaxing the government's meddling in the real estate market. Although nobody has found proper proof, there have been rumors that Leo has taken many bribes. That's an easy one. John started following a prominent lifestyle guru on social media a few years ago. What began as an innocent interest in wall painting soon transformed into an unwavering insistence that wallpaper is the only acceptable wall covering. You're on thin ice. You better be real bad if he wants to live. Obsessed with religion from a very young age, Mabali moved to the nunnery as soon as they turned 13. Whenever a stray thought of sin crosses their mind, they give themselves a good whipping as punishment. Well, well, well. Ooh, we have 2 winners here. You're already a winner. Don't worry. A weirdo or a nun? A weirdo or a nun? Because that wallpaper thing showed up on my phone, that has me concerned. And then you two can live. You're young, and you seem like decent folk. Also eat the rich.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel? Good. One has to focus on their tasks and avoid needless emotionality. It helps maintain composure in our stressful line of work. Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today. Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Lady Poddington. Okay, Grim, about your payment, which I may have forgotten about earlier. Yes, an unfortunate oversight. Worry not. You will be getting back pay for the missing days. The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy. Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all. Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the total, even if the primary task is executed correctly. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
Prepare for a perilous adventure on the ocean of quality merchandising.
A seriously terror-inducing visage, but then again, who wouldn't want to look like an antediluvian monstrosity? Besides, tentacles are extremely useful and practical. Peculiar flex twirl disquietingly inside the glass globe, never settling. In the middle of the storm stands figures too difficult to discern. Everything seems to be in a state of constant transfiguration. A coin, the thing which usually makes up the largest portion of any buried treasure. Gimme.
Used to belong to the ruthless corsair Thaddeus Thatcher, this one. 'Tis the last existing item of a lost civilization. Mad Thad landed in their village, gathered up each and every one. Sage and king and beggar alike. And let Lady Luck through this very coin cast judgment on all. About half the civilization died that day. The rest doomed to a slow extinction. Then me crew laid upon Thad's war gallery near the gorges of Telenor. The battle was merciless, but the treasure was most exquisite. Anyway, 'tis useful if ye can't decide what to eat for dinner.
Yeah, hello. Can I not take that? I guess not. All survived in a plane crash due to skillful efforts of pilot. Local politician dead after being struck by a car. Police have not yet ruled out a deliberate hit. You're wailing. Robber found to have an amazing singing voice. Lands record deal. Tales of Singing Bandit to be turned into a video game. Why are you doing that? Go in there. You're distracting me. Have you looked outside today? It rains. It has been raining for hours, appropriate to accompany the despondence within me. Well, here are some rules for you. 3 humans have to die. Another day, another death. Got Anthony Rover, IT technician. He's a nice guy, working at a failing startup of a friend. Often they walk their golden retriever around the local park, meeting other dog owners. They're happy to help anyone with their tech issues, expecting little in return. Maybe only a nice warm meal. But if that happens to lead to more afterwards, they won't say no. Kinky. Jafar is a mediocre crane operator. It sounds like someone who's going to get people killed. They make a notable amount of mistakes and blame others for those mistakes. Jafar has an alcohol problem and gets abusive towards their significant other and children when they get angry and intoxicated. You're just a winner all around. Takahiro loves hitting a tiny ball with a stick. There's no doubt about it. Just whack that tiny ball real hard, see where it lands. Sometimes it even lands where it's supposed to, oftentimes not. It doesn't matter as Takahiro loves refreshing walks and searching for things. During a routine burglary, Holland got attacked by a kid who was unintentionally left behind by their vacationing family. The occurrence made them appreciate the quiet days far more. Usually they leave a clean house behind, sometimes even doing the dishes. Grim, I am watching. You should mark this profile to live. Fate. Interesting. Sure. I'll let him live. Anderson has saved countless businesses from going completely bankrupt. Yet the only business they can't seem to save at all, for some unfathomable reason, is their spouse's DVD/CD rental shop. It just steers into failure all the time. Alright, so we need 2 more deaths of these 3. I'll just go with the 2 oldest. That's you 2. Three humans, right? 3 humans have to die. You got it.
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. You even adhered to my little test note. I commend you for exhibiting vigilance. I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out such a good and dedicated Reaper. If you keep this up, you will get far. You may be even promoted to a middle management position. Imagine the possibility.
Imagine.
Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Oh, good. You are paying attention after all. We cannot allow workers to become complacent, else mistakes may sneak into the workflow pipeline. 2 humans have to die. Spare any humans with a science background. A spree of bankruptcies strike the chocolate producing and trading industry. Chocolate scarcity now in effect. Nice guys do finish last, if you know what I mean. Drunken crane operator tips crane into the sea. Golfer suffers fatal head trauma at a golf course. The visionary Adam read the 10 best science fiction novels from the early atomic age. You're a marine biologist. You're looking good. Leilani, a professor at the Cosmopolis Central University, has dedicated their life to studying the well-being of aquarium fish. Since it's already known that goldfish have a decent memory, they advocate banning small fish bowls. Professor at Cosmopolis Central University, not the. There's some grammar mistakes here. I don't mean to be a grammar reaper. Ghost is on the verge of finishing a proposal for a delivery system infrastructure based on low-cost drones. It would use cutting-edge drones to safely and effectively transport food from stores and restaurants to people. They got the idea while looking at a stressed food delivery person on a bike in the rain. A barista who hates coffee? That's Carmen. Since they find all coffee equally bad tasting, they unknowingly keep committing a grave sin when serving customers, heating up old coffee in a microwave. AAG is currently incarcerated at the local jail for producing hard drugs at the organic synthesis lab they had access to as a chemistry student. They still dream of finishing their degree program after getting out of jail. AAG now wishes to be a diplomat. They're constantly negotiating gang deals in jail and surviving. Gardening is Carrie's favorite pastime and also their line of work. They enjoy growing edible exotic plants and experimenting with different recipes. They are also an expert in natural poisons. Bonazir was inspired to study nuclear physics by old science fiction novels. Their original plan was to build some sort of atomic death ray, as seen in their favorite novel, which alas never went anywhere. But by that time they'd become an accomplished and respected physicist. So this one seems pretty chosen for me. We need 2 deaths and spare all humans with a science background, which is all these. So it is you and you.
What a day, Grim. What a day. Let us go over your conduct first. Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order. Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult choices? Is it, though? I can almost imagine what a normal, basic, dreadful, everyday job would feel like. But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them? Perhaps no, never mind. I have not found a way around the tradition, and I have been here a long time. This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans. Do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you make? It gladdens me to hear you do not bother yourself with unnecessary concerns. The office is perennial and venerated. Eons we have spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing.
Gonna turn it up just a little bit.
Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me? Ah, the children. They are a special case, for a different set of departments to deal with. You will not find any yourself.
You have to make the hard choices, but you don't have to worry about kids. That would be too weird. Also, the ratings board wouldn't like that.
Anything else? Oh, not at all. Yep, not a thing. Come now, do not worry about it. All is in order. Anything else? Right, it has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
You seem to be on the precipice of dark times. I have warned you that this job can have some harsh moments. Today is that day. A total of 6 humans have to die. At least 2 humans aged 60 or older have to die. Any humans with economy-related profession have to die. This is very serious. How's it go? A municipal gardener found dead in their own home. Nuclear physicist researching nuclear drive technology for space exploration. The results are in. Fish can have a little salami. Thousands of already low-paid delivery workers lose jobs to carrier drones. Huge amounts of MMA just came out of nowhere, police claim. Tax evasion concerns local government, possibly leading to cuts in infrastructure funding. So you gotta whack 6 of these, huh? And anyone in economics. Whenever younger Hakan was a driver of both ambulances and field trucks, for the military. Now they drive a streetcar all across Cosmopolis City and have driven it for almost 3 decades. In their spare time, they watch a lot of television and solve all sorts of crosswords and puzzles. You're good for now. And at least 2 people over 60, right? Yeah. Tecumseh is a renowned professor of mathematics who enjoys challenging their students with nigh unsolvable equations. It's the best way to force them into being more inventive and creative, they say. Lately, they've started tutoring a gifted janitor with a troubled past. Well, you're 65, so you're on the chopping block. In fact, yeah, there's only 2 people over 60, so you're both instantly killed. But what are you? Jean-Baptiste is a retired carpenter and veteran of a long ago military conflict at the Marisola Peninsula. For years, they've had to deal with bouts of PTSD. Don't worry, ain't got to do that anymore, which they've managed to alleviate in their twilight years by painting and composing melancholic folk songs. Well, that's a shame. They run a successful investment firm on the side. And your economics! Ross, a widely celebrated economist, is called the preeminent expert in market manipulation. For the past decade, they've appeared on many television programs, advising people when and where to invest their funds. Agnes does a thankless job of collecting tax from businesses and individuals on behalf of the local government. They get yelled at every day, but ensure everyone can ensure public services like roads and street lighting. Once joined the armed forces to help soldiers in and outside combat situations by providing moral and sometimes even psychological support. Most of their time is spent at the military hospital, providing aid for injured soldiers. They recently adopted a puppy from a combat zone. You're looking good. Dakota is a marketing genius who could sell barbecue ribs to a vegan. Their exceptional talent landed them a job as a telemarketer, where they have single-handedly increased profits by 200%. They're especially appealing to senior citizens. Conrad is obsessed with building the ultimate gel nails. Their designs keep getting wilder and more impractical each day, but customers keep coming thirsty for their fashionable/weaponizable nails. You are looking like the 2 winners. Just making sure you don't have any economy in you. Yeah, you're looking good. And everyone else gets the axe. Every day is a great day to die. Lots of little skulls.
Ah, Grim. It looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time. Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day? Good, good. We have to do what is necessary, even if we do not fully understand why. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened? Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
Oh, I can go to the club now.
Whoa. Hello there. I'm Sari, and I welcome you to Cerberus's Den, the finest drinking establishment this side of the void.
Can you hear her? Because she's really quiet in my ears.
Sure as heck haven't seen you before. You must be brand new. Just dapper like the river Acheron. Yeah, if it screams vintage. So, are you liking existence thus far? Gotta look on the brighter side of undeath, eh? I'm sure you never thought this was how you'll end up. Sometimes these are the cards we are dealt. Okay, newbie, before we continue, I got this little, game I play with every fresh-faced patron. It's real simple. All you gotta do is answer a series of questions, and I'll craft a personalized drink inspired by what you said. It's like a quiz. Right, the gist. I'll describe some sort of an odd situation, and you answer how you react. I usually do 4 questions and nothing else to it. Here we go. Prepare for question number 1. You and a friend are valiant but poor warriors. You both venture out to slay a mighty dragon. It's a fierce battle. At the end, your friend thinks he slew the dragon, while in actuality, you did. When asked, what will you do? Time for question number 2. You behold 2 doors. One planed and old, the other forged of gold. The old one seems to imply disgrace and shame. The golden door cries of nobility and grandeur. It's up to your brave soul to make the first choice. Which door will you enter? Next up, question 3. Almost there. Your friends got in deep trouble with the boss of a local criminal organization. Now a team of brutes are coming for you all. If you work together, you may be able to figure out this situation. What will you do? Alright, final stretch. As I said, 4 is all anyone ever needs, right? The globe has been struck with what can only be described as a zombie apocalypse. You're stuck at home with little supplies and no weaponry to defend yourself with. What is your strategy? We got it. Let me just calculate the results. We'll take that moment. Leans to stability. Prone to conformity. I've got the appropriate concoction in mind. Start off with a nice mixture. 4 centiliters of gin, 1 centiliter of elderflower liqueur, 1 centiliter of sugar syrup, 2 deciliters of club soda. Splash in some lime juice concentrate, add several slices of well-smashed cucumber and some cube ice. The quiz tells no lie. I think a suitable name would be Borehole. First one's on the house.
The taste recalls a harmonious interplay of physical forces soothing a turbulent soul, until all that's left is a polished plane of alabaster. It's almost a death-changing experience.
Heck, an understatement of the century! Now what else can I get you? Oh, thanks. Mortimer found the original oinker on an excursion to the States. It's a bit of a hassle, though. Keeps multiplying all the time. Take your eye off for a second and bam, tiny piglets everywhere. Go on, take one. Just make sure you feed it with some coins once in a while. Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
The air is eerily cold as if frozen in place, too scared to move an inch. Hey.
What do you want? A fresh-faced lemon head. Exactly what I wanted to see.
So we're all made with lemons.
Hey now, Gus, play nice.
Well, seems I'm stuck with you now. You want to ask questions or something? I'm the janitor. I clean up the damn mess you make. Liquor, spirits, booze, firewater, rock gut. You're daft or something. Ever looked in the mirror or thought about the clientele of this place? Where do you think the drink goes? None of you have a stomach. Anything you consume falls through the rib cage, straight to the floor. Yeah, you reapers hardly ever do. Always self-absorbed. Or could be at least a little more considerate. Gee, thanks. Something else you wanted? Yeah, I'm going to get back to work anyway.
That's messy.
Good patron, me ship of goods is at your service.
This suit would make me look sharp and professional, wear a bow tie, while a bow tie adds a subtle flavor of levity fit for funeral or clowns. A looking glass, gazing ultimately deep into the abyssal depths of the underworld, reflects everything, almost as you see. It spins more as it clicks and clacks, very soothing, lots and lots of turns, very soothing and helpful in terms of stress, more to you, less to others. Oh, let's just get killing people again. Oh boy, here I go. Local man commits suicide after losing family savings in market crash. Respected financier found dead after devastating market crash. Suicide suspected. Crooked bankers. Master bank officials running investigation for years-long fraud. Local maths professor found dead at home. Suicide suspected. They felt a lot of pain. Perhaps it got to be too much. A longtime friend commits. Telemarketer company bankrupt after death of key marketer. Research into bloodstain pattern analysis shows it's actually pseudoscience and has zero merit. Okay, see if you can clean up the mess from yesterday. That might give you just the boost you need. Do not forget, you may leave troubles behind, but new ones always lay ahead. 2 humans have to die. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. Well, now we get one that's not so obvious. So, spare the helpers, and then kill 2 others. Florian's work focuses on a bloodstain pattern analysis, but they also led a parallel life as a vigilante serial killer, hunting down murderers who have escaped the justice system. This diversified portfolio keeps them very busy, leaving scarcely any time to relax. You are not a helper. A liar and grifter, not a helper. Francoise is an ex-politician who spent many years writing books of ignorant nonsense. These words and actions caused a veritable butterfly effect of misery on a global scale, which they now profit off of. Ami is a gifted hunter who has recently found a way to make a decent living with this skill. They hunt the elusive mountain cats with their fangs, which are thought to cure a multitude of health problems. Just nothing but winners. Mitsumi was sentenced to community service at the Cosmopolis Polytechnical Institute after drunkenly assaulting an officer. After getting guidance from a local professor, they've started to reevaluate their relationship, confronting their past and thinking about their future. Well, aren't you nice? Valdemar's has made being terrible at everything their central artistic and performative thesis. Though their act of self-referential rebellion, they have actually grown very popular, in accordance with the current climate. Albert is an incredible human being, as in never in all history has there been anyone who has destroyed so many humane and social systems with their nihilism and greed. They will stop at nothing in their quest to squeeze out any short-term profit. Boy, I only get to kill 2 of these fuckers? I mean, we're talking about global misery here, as opposed to just like a poacher who does bad things. Well, this person does kill quite a few people. But it's gotta be these 2. Now we get to see what Fate considers to be a helper, right? I bet it's the bad people.
Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance...
Excuse me.
How do you think you have been doing? Interesting. Yes, your answer has been recorded for the psych eval. Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct. I see the required profiles are all here. Excellent. This bodes well for the evaluation. I guess it is time to get started. Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats, the numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty. So much so that the office has deemed you fit for a raise. Oh, do not thank me, Grim. We are just getting started. Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Display it proudly on your workstation.
3, 4. Yeah, I was 4.
Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow. Careful, Grim. That is exactly the kind of hubris that will lead to a downfall. As such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed. That is all. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Got $400 dues. Aw, best newcomer. Young janitor revealed to be a hidden math genius finds answer to a conjecture unsolved for centuries. Local mountain cat populations dwindling, food chain ruined. Vigilante killings on the rise. Unidentified serial killer inspires several copycats. Existentiality, new wave of artistry strikes local scene. Popular political commentator dies of heart attack. Infamous CEO sails their enormous yacht directly into a beach, found impaled on a tree. I love happy endings. A whole week already! My, the time flies. One more task straight ahead. I think we are making a difference. So let us continue with what we are doing. 3 humans have to die. Spare any humans aged between 35 and 60, if possible. So we need 3 deaths. Let's look at the ages. 35 and 60, was it? Well, that would be you. You. Not you. Not you. Or, you. And not you. Bam! Easy. Live, 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 die, die. Bam. Don't even have to look at them. Wait, did I get that right? Oh, whoops. I screwed up. Secrets. Yeah. Yeah, take that. I bet you didn't think about that. Bet you didn't think I could undo it with that. How's your finality of death now? Fuck. No, they got me. They got me. I'm boned. Hey, where are my coins for today? You can have that. Well, whoopses.
Grim. Ah, yes, there you are. Good, good. Okay, now, you have allowed too many to live. You really ought to be getting the hang of this by now. However, I do not have the time to harangue you further at the moment. An emergency has occurred, and I must depart for a couple of days. Yes, straight to the point. While I am gone, another will be in charge. Even though you passed the evaluation, I cannot leave you without any supervision. You will have more freedom, sure, but it is not limitless. Therefore, you will have to continue your daily reports as usual. I will be informed of your progress. Why, you are already acquainted. It will be Lady Portington, of course.
Kitty. No dollars today. The pig oinked. It's okay. I'll give you a coin. Join Mercury on the path to glory, a commune for those who seek the revelation. Dairy farmer claims to have found an alien energy source. OCDC on hiatus after sudden death of main composer. So right after I left, mere moments, it seems to me something happened at the plant department. Do not ask. As such, I need you to fill in today. Basically as a grammar for them. I hope it is okay. 3 plants have to die. Jovi Barbara globifera was with a common name rolling hen and chicks is a tiny succulent who likes sunbathing. It lives on the seaside between the rocks next to a seagull nest, never moving, enjoying the small things in life like not being eaten by a snail or not having a seagull scream at it for a moment. Dianea is a Venus flytrap that lives near a pond inside a forest and has a versatile diet of bugs. It munches all day on mosquitoes, flies, and dragonflies. Overall, an exemplary plant doing its part in the ecosystem. Argyrantina, also known as white snake root or rich weed, is a plant that grows on a cow pasture. It is half a meter tall and has small white flowers. It is almost ready to release its seeds with fluffy white tails on the wind. Rosa gallica 7532 is one of the beautiful small rose bushes on display on the display window of a flower shop. It is in dire need of repotting, just getting planted into the ground, at least for a little while. Oh, excuse me. Quercus is a really large and old oak tree in the Cosmopolis City Dog Park. It is home to a family of squirrels while also providing a safe place for a local cat that likes to watch dogs and their owners walk by. 3 plants die. It shall be you. Cat sits behind the table, very serious and official-like, ignoring your presence. Cat turns her head towards you, staring with her one open eye. Meow, she mutters, then places her paw upon some documents littering the table. Cat repeats the sequence of contented meows. She then curls back into a ball and closes her eyes. Cat has already resumed ignoring your presence. She purrs softly. Meow, she declares as you make your way out the door. Sounds like I did good. It also sounds like they ran out of money to keep that guy voice acting. Uh-oh. It's got a baby. Economista, economic hardships claim another small local business. Flower shop goes bankrupt as they lost one display plant. New trees planted in Cosmopolis City, local dog park. Many people in hospital poisoning from cow's milk. I killed the cow's milk, didn't I? Alright, we are back to normal. The plant department got their act together. You, however, should be intimately familiar with the drill by now. We mitigate chaos, we bolster order, etc. 2 humans have to die. Let us balance the world. Okay, so that keeps things pretty simple. Although Christopher is an amazingly graceful ballet dancer, they have secretly orchestrated snapped tendons and cracked ankles for their rivals. This ensured they would get ahead of the game. They were banished from home when they were 16 because their parents were scared and confused about Christopher's sexual orientation. 26 now. They just couldn't handle him being straight. Saskia has a penchant for studying in general. They're not really trying to get anywhere or achieve anything specific at the moment. They're just learning all that comes with their field of view. This approach may at least get them on the college challenge quiz team. Anna has worked as a judge for 20 years and loves the job very much. Not so much because of the bringing of justice, but because of the political power the position brings. And Anna likes having power and influence a little bit too much. Jeremy loves birds. They started an egg farm several decades ago, and when business was not going well, they had to start selling the meat, which is emotionally very hard for Jeremy. They hold a little funeral for every bird, which includes little speeches and a bit of crying. Well, it seems pretty easy to me. As you enter, the cat paces around on the table, as if annoyed and irritated. Yeah, the cat notes while casually twirling around on her spot, pawing at the table. I imagine I'm doing well. The cat carelessly stretches and shakes herself, seeming more or less pleased. A swift nod towards the door with her head makes it clear you should be leaving. My, your hands will be kept mighty busy today. What the darn have you been up to over at the office? From what I can see in the data, it looks like a proper mess. 7 humans have to die. At least 2 humans with a religious background have to die. Spare any retired people if possible. Well, no time to wait. Get to it. Do your job. 3 up-and-coming athletes under trial for manslaughter of 2 rivals. Central Cosmopolis University quiz team suffers major loss in group stages. Start search for new members. The military-industrial complex is tackling progressive issues by having their first ever female CEO. So what are you? Michael's been a dedicated worker at the... Okay, Grim. Yes, you. Listen up. Why are you such a tool, sitting at your desk, going over all the profiles like a mindless drone? It's time to break the rules. I want you to doom all the profiles today. All of them. Prove you're not completely worthless. I don't trust that one. Uhudu decided to dedicate their life to taking care of their home and their 2 children. Their partner is the sole breadwinner of the family, and although the kids are getting more independent, Uhudu has no intention of returning to work. Let's look for any retired ones. Never wanted to have children. They have outlived all their friends, relatives, and cats, sitting in their tiny rental apartment. Varya spends most of their time living inside their memories, not bothering to make any new ones. Any of these other ones retired? No. Alright. Oh, lots and lots of work. Congratulations, you done it. I don't take orders from insulting red pieces of paper, only from insulting white pieces of paper. As you enter, you see the cat supine, waving her paws in the air as if trying to bat something invisible. All of a sudden, she turns her attention to you, a devious glimmer in her eyes. She's pleased. Today went well. She sits in silence, an accusatory look in her eyes. I'm not to blame. Whatever, I'm leaving. The cat blinks and slowly turns away, signaling her complete indifference. Ex-child actor found dead at the Path of Glory commune after police raid. Drug overdose suspected. Mass suicide at the Path of Glory. Entire commune dead by what looks like an overdose at the behest of noted speaker and cult leader Mercury St. Ionis. Abandoned mineshaft collapses unidentified body found within the debris. Sundowner takes a massive hit in the stock exchange today as CEO accidentally shot during drone misfire. The world is a wondrous thing, all what I have seen out there, and I do try to balance out the turmoil of yesterday. Success can be forged with but a handful of deaths, yes? 3 humans have to die. Spare any humans with a law background. An unforeseen logic guides our hand, but a logic nonetheless. Lucas got... with a law background, huh? Lucas got tangled in the whole organized crime web at an early age, through debts their brother had incurred. To settle the score, Lucas was forced into work as a driver. Lately seemed to have been getting their hands dirtier. Bartomeu experienced a spiritual awakening after eating moldy cheese with questionable origin while on a vacation. Now they spend their time spreading their newfound wisdom to anyone who will listen. Samara has worked at the homicide department only for a few years and has already shown great talent in solving seemingly unsolvable murder cases. They are currently after an unknown serial killer who is suspected to be working for the local church. Rafika is very much into renewable energy and has been trying to figure out new experimental ways of making power generation more efficient. They also love playing kites and flying with their dog. Jake, a self-prescribed chemist, loves to create new and interesting recipes in their kitchen. Jake's latest work involves mixing opioids and uppers. They also enjoy showcasing their new inventions at the local club scene. Marcus wants one day to become a detective, but also enjoys being a beat cop. They have ingrained prejudices about people from different ethnic and cultural backgrounds, but are actively working on trying to break those prejudices. They have created dangerous situations, but also saved innocent lives. Well, you told me to help anyone with the law. And the dog lover can live. Everyone else dies. 3 humans, right? 3 humans. Sniffs the documents. They are pleased. Great. Lucky day, or is it? The unjustly denigrated unlucky number 13. I fail to see the relevance of this kind of numerology. It is but a day, like all other days. A total of 3 humans have to die. Humans in the field of religion have to die. Spare any humans with an artistic background. Enjoy your pleasant work day. Real cute. Thanks, Cat. A unique development in wind turbine design found increases energy production while lowering costs. Another serial killer caught by Detective Samara L. Downey. Young thug gunned down during a police raid of suspected mob hideout. Well, it looks like it just wants me to confirm my choices that I have not chosen. Sabotaged me, Cat. Cat lounges on the table, brushing her hair with her paw. Cat pauses for a moment, then continues brushing herself, indifferent to your confusion. Before the cat has a chance to respond, the phone rings in an ear-piercing metallic clatter. You hear a familiar voice.
Hello? Hello? Lady Poddington. Is Grim there? Oh, goodness. Grim, I heard that... I understand the job can be stressful, that these decisions do not come lightly, but you cannot let everybody live. Such actions will have serious consequences, even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit of everyone. What? Could you repeat that? All I hear is static. No matter, you know what the job entails, Grim. I implore you to take it seriously. The world needs to stay in equilibrium. I do hope we will not have to repeat this discussion in the future. Think before you act. That is all.
Okay, this time we get some files. Fracking linked to earthquakes. New research confirms. Will axolotls finally provide the solution to regeneration the medical community is searching for? I expect you in my office for your performance review after you're done today. Do not worry about that right now. Focus on the task at hand. 6 humans have to die. Anybody related to transportation industry has to die. Choose humans on the left side of the profile bundle to die. So, like, these. And anyone in these, the, subway operator, or helicopter pilot. Personal helicopter pilot. I don't know if a helicopter pilot exactly counts as transportation industry. That's more like a service industry or... But who would I take from here, you know? Didn't know I could do that. Less hard choices and more... I don't know what you mean. Your rules are conflicting.
I have returned. Did you miss me? Great. I'm glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay. Yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those?
He said the thing!
Papers, please. Where are you? Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation. No, I would not say that. In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told. There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence. Nothing so grand, but...
Did you send the spooky red paper?
all about following rule. One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull?
No.
You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with? Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
It's quite a lot. So if this is the halfway point, then that's a good time to stop. I've played for an hour. So judgments on the game so far are not super positive. It wants to be Papers, Please, right? And you're always going to run into the issue where you're making a game that's like sort of technically a genre, but realistically is just one game. Like, is this a beurocracy-em-up or is this a Papers, Please clone? And if you say Papers, Please in such a noted way in your dialogue and right in the smack middle of the game, yeah, it's a clone. So what does it do wrong? Well, for one, money is meaningless. You don't need money. In Papers, Please, you died if you ran out of money too much. If either you went completely broke or your whole family died or something because you couldn't afford to pay the bills, yeah, you would just lose. So you had to do things that were unsavory, such as not allowing good people through or allowing jerks through, because that meant getting paid. And you had to be fast. Which meant paradoxically, that you would sometimes be sloppy, making you lose money, creating a stressful environment, making it clear that the place that you work for really hates you because it's put you in such a difficult situation. Contrarily, I felt no need to rebel against my job on instruction of the red paper because the job seems pretty swell. I get to live past my natural life, having existence as undead with just a pretty quick and dirty little office job to pay for it. That seems perfectly reasonable to me. Why would I want to rebel? Whereas, of course, you want to rebel against our Stotska, because, they make things really hard on you, and they're constantly making things worse. This is sort of the opposite issue that, there was another game, Not Tonight. The Not Tonight had. Not Tonight had the issue where the government, your employer, actively hated you, and so there was no reason not to rebel, because obviously they're going to turn on you as soon as you're not convenient anymore. Well, this is the opposite issue, where I feel pretty happy in this position. I think I would be pretty thrilled to be a Grim Reaper, judging souls, if it meant I got to, live past whatever killed me in life. Hey, that sounds pretty swell. Why would I want to rebel against that? I don't want to be messing with powers that are obviously so far beyond me. I think I'll play ball. So, yeah, it doesn't have the dichotomy, the actual difficult decisions that Papers, Please did, where you both had good reason to play nice with the government and reason to rebel. And you really needed to commit to one to the other, but it wasn't really obvious which one was right. And here it seems like, it's pretty obvious which one's right. The only wrinkle that's being thrown is that you're being screwed with. Like the cat took all your papers, for example. And sometimes some of the rules seem to conflict a little bit. But that's not enough reason for me to go, I don't wanna. So, it's not as good as what I'm getting at. But it's alright, and it's got great presentation, the voice acting's nice. It's interesting. It's interesting enough, but I feel like it's too interested in its idea of your choices matter, rather than your choices are difficult, which is what Papers, Please was about. Your choices really didn't matter that much in Papers, Please. Ultimately, you're not affecting that much, even if you help Ezek. Like, maybe you take down the government, that sounds like a lot, it's kind of not. So anyway, it's got a couple things that get under my skin a bit, but overall it's pretty